Hello everyone. Today's video is about this new product to make you blonde faster and to get rid of all the redness. In my review. And of course, it really works. As you can see, it got rid of all of my redness. Maybe there's a little bit, but at least I got 90% of it and it's more blonde. I have more highlights. And it does get some of the gray into platinum blonde, and especially on the inside too. So now, what is the review? The review is extremely easy to use, so I'm going to show you how to use it. So because I'm going to do another treatment. Now, the direction is that you just basically grab some hair. Now, I want to do some on this hair. This hair looks worse than the other side. So I'm going to grab this big chunk. And basically what you do is you shake it and you just spray it. And then, now you're supposed to do this on damp hair, but I found that it really doesn't matter. If you're in a hurry, you can do it in the dry hair and then wash your hair. If you do it in the damp hair, then you can leave it on all day. Now, what I did find, and you can see I just do this, and I make sure I get the hair nice and soaked. And I continue, especially at the inside. Now, what I really find that this is really nice and handy. Now, this will, like I said, this will turn into more of a platinum blonde instead of a gray. So what you'll see is now you're seeing that it is almost platinum blonde now, but it'll be even more platinum blonde. And depending on the light, I even get a nice blonde from the dyeing conditioner. Now, what I find that it is really good about this is, like, if you're in a hurry, you want to get rid of your redness after you done your hair, dyed your hair, or used the conditioner like I used on the other video, and you start to see that you got this redness and you just want to get rid of it because you didn't want to be a redhead, you want to be blonde. So it's really good to just get rid of it all, the redness, and all you do is just spray a little bit of a light thing. And what I find is it does work very well. Within about 3 or 4 hours, you will have lighter, blonder, less red in it. But you're gonna have to condition a lot with a lot of the oil that I showed you already after. So this I already like, so I'm not gonna do that. But what I don't still like is this here. So it doesn't smell. It has a little bit of a tinge. I mean, of course it's gonna dry your hair because it has hydrogen peroxide in it. One of the major ingredients, and it's gonna dry it. So what I do is, after I do this, I just go and as soon as I done this, I just soak it down with conditioner and with the oil. Like, I really want to get rid of all this darkness, right? So as you can see, the final result is really good, and as in especially nice, you get the nice blonde and you get rid of all my redness. I mean, remember, like, if you look at my scalp, I'm like totally, black, jet black hair. So to maintain it, on top of it being a 60-year-old woman's hair. Now, don't forget to do the back. Don't forget to do, like I do, forget sometimes, is to do between the hair. Okay, so now if you see some of my wrinkles on my face or on my neck, I was testing my new product that I'm going to be soon in market, but it's gonna, besides the fact that if you don't know my cosmetic company, not only I do many years of research before I put a product on the market, because I need to know what each and every single ingredient does and how it does it and why it does it, and finding the best supplier and all that. That takes a very long time. But the thing is that I do a lot of testing, and one of the things that I do is I don't test on animal. I never believed that. For the last 30 years, I test on me. I'm making a skincare product. I'm testing on me, right? I gotta see. So, you will see some of the damage because I have to go up and down with my skin, because some of the products do damage the skin. They are great and perfect in theory, but once you put the ingredients together and you actually test it on old, sensitive, problem skin like mine, I need to know beyond a reasonable doubt that it's going to be a good product, it's going to do the job, and of course, it's not going to cause more damage. And that's one of the reasons too, if you know me, my product for the last 30 years that you purchase, or you're just coming on for, is that I don't use any essential oil in none of my facial products, for the simple fact that they need the skin on the face. And right now I have no foundation, no makeup, no nothing, and I can show you with a wet cloth. Right? So there's nothing on my skin, and I'm a 60-year-old woman. The basic of any skincare routine is that anything you put on your skin, first of all, it has to be, edible. The same it comes to the hair. But when the treatments that you're going to do, of course, are not going to be edible. But as conditioners and things like that, you want something. Now, one of the things that I really love is as soon as you put it on, makes your hair very soft. And I mean very soft. It's like you spray it on and it's like you feel this softness to the hair instantly. And like I said, it does only dry your hair if you leave it too long, and if you don't condition, because this is like I did it yesterday. If you don't condition it with the oil, if you are prone to frizz, yeah, it's going. If you have dry hair, yeah. So you want an extra conditioner. Now, if you have like normal hair, I don't know, it might not even need any conditioner. But I always recommend that, just like the skin, you do condition your hair, because your hair are skin, whatever you want to call them, a form of follicles together that need nourishment, and oils are one great way of doing that. So like I was mentioning before, so I'm doing this, and one of my latest batch was great when it came to because I'm making a massage candle especially for the face, but it was way too dehydrating. I mean, everything else was perfect about the candle, but it was way too dehydrating, and it shriveled up my face into a cinder block. It probably aged me 20 years. So, just for an example, and I just put a video down just to, it's just to show how terrible things can go wrong, and when they go wrong. So now it's the formulation that I had, because I did divert little slight variation, and this is what I'm talking about when it even comes to my Omega moisturizer, the turkey neck roll-on that you probably all heard about, is the fact that it used to be all called scargone. There's a whole long story that one of these days I'm going to make a video of. Now the point is that even with that product, if I variate by a 0.001 of a fraction of a millimeter, we're talking about a completely different product. It won't get rid of the wrinkles, it won't nourish. Yeah, it will nourish and make your skin feel great, smooth, it absorbs fantastic, it's great lubricant even, but it will not in any way, shape, or form give you the anti-wrinkle and benefit. So this is where that thin line, and for the last 30 years that I've been creating my products, I know that. So this is why even with this candle, now we're making it into a candle. We have definitely different variations. Now, there's a lot of hype on the body candles and the massage candles. Well, that's great. I mean, I can do one of those within a few minutes. But the point is it going to dry your skin after? You're going to feel like terrible after you use that? And you feel like you're going to have a shower after? Or is it going to be like so silky soft, your skin for days? Your face and everything is going to be rejuvenated. Like even the body, the neck and all other area, you might say, oh no, I'm not so concerned, I'm going to cheap out on my body. Are you really doing yourself a favor by cheaping out on your body? Like I showed that it get rid of stretch marks and all sorts of imperfections around the belly. If you had a child, or if you lose weight going up and down, you are going to experience things like that. So you want something that you're going to purchase that's going to help you with it, but not make it worse. So the same is with every single product I make. It doesn't matter what it is. So this is why, if you want to follow me in the journey, this long story, it is going to be a long story, and I'm going to talk a lot, and but it might be educational, but it might be just if you're one of my 30 years of clients that hasn't really seen me behind the scenes in looking at what actually goes, especially when you see a vendor at the farmer's market. You think that magically the vendor just had that product appear and now we can sell it. Real crafters have worked, if not the whole week, the whole month, to make it to that day. So it has to have enough stock, the stock has to be perfect, everything has to be perfect. Every one of us crafters are perfectionists in one way or another, and so sometimes we take a longer time to come to market because we want to make sure that we do have a great product. Now, one of the things, look, I even have charcoal on my neck. Yeah, so one of the things that you will see me sometimes is that the perfectionist is one of the major reasons why I've been having this success for 30 years. And clients are loyal for 30 years. Is because I make sure that the product is of what it's going to do, it's going to do it. And is of natural ingredients, and they're most important is that they're non-toxic. A lot of people say natural ingredients, this is natural, but sometimes, in nature there are toxins, there are plants and all sorts of things. And this is why too, even my candles, I have to be extremely careful, because I don't want to put anything that could be and is toxin. So there's a lot of research going into even in that, in making sure that whatever ingredients I use, not only because I have a dual use for my candles, are not going to be toxic on the skin, and are not going to be toxin as a candle, because things that are good for the skin that sometimes may be toxic for a candle. So I have to make sure that all of these variations are taken in care for, so that at the end you have a product that is going to perform. And that's why, because I'm the only one, not only because I use extremely high quality ingredients, and if what I use are in the right proportions, and sometimes require an expensive ingredient more than another to be used, that's what's going to be used. So at the end, it's going to be more expensive, because not only of all those factors, but the factors that I'm the only one too that is manufacturing, plus the fact that I had to do all that research for years before I get to this point. And so to give you a complete, true, satisfying product. And that's how I operated for the last 30 years. Now, I have a long line of products that I have had under my belt at one time or another. Sometimes I've had more than one product available, because I have had enough time to produce that product, and enough time to perfect that product, or enough time to just bring it to market, you know. And because I'm right now working on 16 different projects, and that's a whole video itself, and because of one time I became ill, and that's another video, I have had to limit the production. I had to limit down to what is my major product and what sells the most. What do I have waiting lists for, and prepaid contracts. And so that's my Mega Moisturizer Turkey Neck Roll-On. So that's what you see out there, and that's why you only see one product, and you think as a company I only have one product, but no, it's just because it's only me. Now, since my 16 projects are coming down to an end, I am actually now doing bringing more product back onto my catalog, so that then people that know other products will be really happy. People that don't know my products might be able to experience my products, and that's why I want to do a little set, so that people can experience my products, see how good they are, and then now they can understand why I sell them in half liters and 1 liter bottle moisturizers, because people that want to use it for their entire body, people that need the results for their entire body, people that want to have a much more effective and efficient. That's one of the reasons why I have not only the roll-on, that is a 15 mil roll-on, and yes, it is expensive for a small 15 mil roll-on, but it's available on Amazon. And because it's available on Amazon, it allows to be available much more easier to everyone, because it'll be shipped directly from their warehouses. But because of that platform, I have to reflect the cost that is to be on that platform. So at the same time, that's why I have available on the same platform the kit. And what the kit is it involves the refilling, and being able to refill at least that roll-on, with a roll-on in the package, because roll-ons do get lost, or you like to have more in one room, is that you can refill it. That means removing the packaging at least 5 to 6 times. So you're not paying for that same packaging of that single roll-on 5 or 6 times, and that is a complete saving, not only of you saving money, but the packaging itself of saving the environment with an extra 6 more times the same small glass packaging when you can refill it by yourself. And that where I always am very environmentally conscious in my product and in my packaging, to make sure that it does not have a negative impact in any way, shape, or form, because I want to have love all across every aspect of the product. That is, you, me creating it for you, and then the packaging itself that keeps in mind all factors, such as including the environment. So that's what you will see if you follow me in my journey with making my rebringing my products back to market. So I actually make this video very long. The reasons why I was trying to do this is I did both things. One is I'm doing review products, and a lot of people ask me, why are you doing review products? One of the reasons is that I try to review products for you and give you my personal, these are not all the products that I purchase. Of course, I probably purchased a half a dozen different products before one of them, if not 2 of them, make the cut for a video. And so this is my way of giving back, of you listening to me, of showing that saving money by not buying extra product that may not work. So the same counts for not only my products for my cosmetic company, but other cosmetic company too. Now, I don't put a negative review, because I don't believe that if you got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. So, but what I do review is something that I have, like this example, you see this bottle, I tested it at least 3/4 of the bottle, some of them a couple of bottles later if I get around to it. As soon as I get excited, I report on it. Now, as you can see, this stuff is starting to dry. It doesn't look like my hair went into any sort of frizz or anything, but it does now feel much drier now. So what I'm going to do is, like I said, I'm going to give it another spray. Now, the reason why I wanted to do this and talk about my cosmetic company and talk about in reviews, is one of the reasons is that I realize that a lot of people don't really know me. I kind of assumed that the people that were going to watch these videos are the same clients that know my life story, know everything about me. So I thought that the people now that are watching and are watching my product review maybe should know who I actually am and why am I doing what I'm doing. So this is the reason why, but at the same time, I don't want to bore you to death and just by talking about myself, because, I feel that you guys got better things to do. I felt that if I put it into a review, small little things on myself, you might get to know me better and it won't be so boring. And this is why I'm going to be starting to do a little bit of that from now on too. So I'll report back. Now, as you can see, it is starting to curl. This is one way to, if you want to curl back your hair from being too smooth, sorry. But I do like the beach wave, but too bad it's not going to stay. I'm going to show you a hack how to get beach wave out of very frizzy hair. Okay? Alrighty then, so thank you for listening, and please leave any comments below if you want me to test any particular, because I am going to make a candle aromatherapy line that it is very important to go with my other. So if you want any particular fragrance that you're thinking that makes you feel luxurious or at a spa or anything like that, please leave some comments below. Any videos ideas or any products you want me to test, just tell me. Have a great day.